don't fucking piss me off, because I could go on a whole tangent about that shit too. Okay, so hey, I decided today I have like a pre-orientation type of thing. I'm going to this job. I wasn't gonna title this like unemployed 20-year-old day in the life, but I got a job. Well, hopefully. She said she meeting with me, and if she liked the personnel. I'm recording on my phone right now because I was supposed to do it on a fucking camera, but I texted my sister and I was like, hey, before you go to school, like, can you let me know where your camera is? Because it's like, it is, hold up, it's 9:15 right now, but she goes to school at 8, so I texted her like 7 something. She was like, it's in the car in the bag, and then she was like, I'm in the car, and I was like, okay, give it to mommy. I guess then she texted me, I didn't see this till now, I'm in school right now, sorry. Okay, okay, starting off, we're gonna do this hair. So we're gonna do my hair. Like I said, I think I have psoriasis, but also I think I'm a, what's it called, a hypochondriac, where like you could see the fucking anyways, I think I'm a hypochondriac where like any little thing I'm like, I think the fucking worst of. Like, I had a fucking split lip, like it split in my sleep because my fucking lips were dry as shit, and I was like, bitch, I got scurvy. Like, when's the last time I had a fucking orange? This just feels like one big close friends rant. The only people probably watching this are the people my close friends, and y'all fucking skip that shit. So are y'all gonna really sit here and watch this? A bitch doubt it, but whatever. I recently just watched fucking Insecure. Bitch, when I tell you that shit is probably the best fucking show that I could watch right now as a freshly 20-year-old. I knew like the fucking premise behind it, like the like how she got it from a sketch comedy show on her on YouTube and shit and all that like good stuff, but I didn't like watch it. I never watched it because I was like, I'm too young to be watching this. No, I'm actually the perfect age to be fucking watching this, and it changed my thinking forever. Like, unless you're a fucking awkward black girl for real, then you're like, you're really not gonna get it. But like, being, and I ended up texting the guy that I watched this because of, and I was just like, you literally just changed the fucking course of my life. Like, this show just rocked my fucking, like, it felt like my, like the neurons were connecting and shit, bitch. Like, this shit, like, not only because of the show, but because of what Issa was able to create. And like, she never stopped being her, like, an awkward black girl. She never stopped being herself. Like, she was always, I'm sorry I'm looking right here, but my mirror's right here. I'm about to start rapping like Issa. Sorry. She got where she was by being authentically herself, and the right people found her. Like, it was, she didn't try to change herself. She didn't try to fucking, I'm too cool. No, she was her fucking weird ass self. She was awkward. She was weird. She was quirky. She was everything that black women like aren't supposed to be, like, or don't, not aren't supposed to be, but don't get to be in society. I forgot, there's this one creator on TikTok, and everybody who kept talking about, oh, you're just like Tracy Barbie, just like Tracy Barbie. She was like, no, y'all just don't let black girls be fucking awkward and quirky. Like, why do I have to be mentally ill to be fucking myself, you know? Like, my parents always knew who the fuck I was, like, to begin with, you know? They raised some weird ass kids because they're some weird ass people. Like, they always instilled in us to just be your authentic self. And actually, I had a breakdown with my dad about this like a few months ago. My dad asked me how I was doing, and I just fucking broke down crying. Like, I was like, and he was looking at, the nigga was playing the game, and he was just turned over. He paused it. He said, like, when I was younger, I felt like I could do anything in the fucking world. Like, you couldn't tell me I wasn't. Like, I remember I saw fucking Gabby Douglas, and I was like, Mom, I'm gonna be the first self-trained Olympic gold medalist. And my mom was like, period, get it done. I just always believed I could do whatever I wanted to do. You know what I'm trying to say? And somewhere between elementary and middle school, It's like all of that confidence that I had in myself and in my gut and in my talents disappeared. And it hurt my heart when I thought about it, you know? And again, this is before I watched Insecure. I'm talking about when I was crying to my dad. And all my life I've been, you know, building up to be something great. Something great's gonna happen. Oh, you graduated with your associates before you graduated high school. You're gonna do something great. You're gonna do something great. You can sing, you're gonna do something great. And when it was like a halt in the road, like, oh, I can't go to college or else I'm gonna be in fucking debt for the rest of my life. It was just like, maybe I'm like not different at all. And to some people that may be comforting, like, oh, like everybody's the same, everybody's different. But to somebody who, and this is something you have to unpack yourself, you know, but to somebody who, you know, went their whole life thinking, you know, you're great, you're gonna do something great, and you're just, it's a stop in the road and you're just like, wait, everyone else has a dream too. Who the fuck am I? For that was like one of the moments where I was like, damn, what the fuck am I gonna do in my life? Like, I want to be a singer, obviously, and I want to get my degree in music business, but like, just like, what the fuck makes me different than the next bitch? Like, the bitch has a dream too. And then I watched Insecure, right? And the way that Issa D, not Issa Rae, Issa D, the character in the show, the way that it was portrayed on how she, just her life and just everything that she fucking went through and just the seasons of her fucking life and how it was portrayed in the show, and just like how she was like, she chased after what the fuck she got and all her friendships and being her raw, authentic self, and knowing that, you know, something was gonna happen and not changing yourself for it, you know? And I promise this has a fucking, it's gonna come together. But when I watched the show, it made me think about like how I used to think I could do anything, and somehow in between then and now it got lost in translation a little bit. And I texted the boy, my friend, and I was like, listen, like, this changed, like, it's a show, but it definitely changed the trajectory of my life, I think. I texted him and I was like, you've always been, one thing I could say about you is that you always been your authentic self, no matter who the fuck was watching, no matter who said something, no matter who called you names. Because as much as people are like, oh, just be yourself, it's easy. I don't know how to explain this without sounding like, oh, pity me, oh, no. But it's not easy, you know, especially when you let outside voices have a say. And it's easier when you're young, for sure. So if you condition yourself when you're younger to be like, don't give a fuck what anybody thinks, it's gonna be easy not to give a fuck what anybody thinks when you get older. But if you let those voices seep in, little by little, it's like a crack in a dam. Little by little, it's gonna overflow, and you're gonna overthink, and you're gonna second guess everything. And that's not how I want to live my fucking life. Like, that's absolutely not how the fuck I want to live my life. And so I texted him and I was just like, thank you for putting me on, and thank you for always being yourself. Like, you went through some traumatic shit, like the only gay boy in our school, well, in our class, I think. And he was black, and he was quote unquote nerdy, and everything that I was at home, he was loud out in the fucking open. He was like, thank you that you said that. I'm not going to share everything that, you know, we said, but he was just like, I always admired you too from a distance. And when I read that, I was like, how? Like, it's crazy to hear that, because I was faking my ass off. Like, honestly, I was faking my ass off, acting like I had everything together, like nothing anybody said fucking mattered to me. Like, I had a reputation of being a stone cold bitch. Like, they'll be like, oh, Savannah's raging again. And no, it wasn't that I was raging. It was just like, I still am, but in high school, a fat black girl who's 5'8". You don't think they're gonna fucking come at me that they don't got everything to fucking say about me? And my defense mechanism, for better or for worse, was to just be a bitch. And not a bitch like coming at people who had like no reason to come at. Like, people who are able to be themselves everywhere, I just admire so much. So when I saw that, I was just like, this bitch is weird out loud. This bitch is her out loud. How I feel, how little Savannah is who I felt like I push down and put all these covers on and try to not be cringe and be less cringe. When in reality, bitch, when I was cringe, I was the fucking freest I've ever fucking been in my life. Honestly. Like, bitch, when I was fucking cringe, I was free. And that's just what I'm trying to get back to now as an adult. When Issa was like comparing herself to others and was like, this person did this, like with Candola. But she was like Candola got all of this and da-da-da. And she was just like, and I think Molly was like, yeah, but look how far you've gotten. And, even if it doesn't seem like that big of a deal, like, bitch, if you got out of bed today and fucking brush your teeth, look how far you've gotten. Like, bitch, you were probably depressed. Like, look how far you've gotten. And look how far you have yet to accomplish. Like, just don't. When they say fucking comparison is a thief of joy, they're dead ass serious. And they're right. They're 100% right. But yeah, Insecure really, like, put it into perspective for me that, like, girl, you don't have to have it all the way. Like, Issa Rae was 29 in the first season of Insecure. And she got that fucking crazy company. She did what the fuck she had to do. And she fucking ate down. Like, in real life, Issa, she said that she went through so many fucking pilots and drafts before this one got picked up. Like, it's never too late to follow your dreams. And it's never too fucking far. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, I watched that shit and it's probably not gonna make sense unless you fucking watch Insecure, but that shit really put it into perspective for me. And, like, it's funny and everything, but, like, the basis of it was just like, damn, I can do it. And I don't need to rush. I just need to do it, Like, don't fucking wait for shit to create and all this other shit. Just fucking do it. Do it jankily. Do it on a fucking iPhone. Do it on a fucking one mic in your fucking bedroom. Bitch, you want to sing, fucking post fucking covers, bitch. Like, don't let fucking embarrassment or being cringe stop you from doing what the fuck you want, because that's all it's gonna do at the end of the day. Like, being okay, anybody can find you cringe. I remember, and I don't know if I want to tell this story or not, because, like, I'm not famous yet, and, like, I don't have, like, everything I want to have yet. So, like, he really can just come and, like, try to violate me, but that will go against me. Not saying it will go against the whole fucking thing I'm trying to preach right now. So I guess, like, I'm gonna say it. When I was a senior in high school, and again, like I said, all throughout high school, except during quarantine, because I was really able to be, like, let my cringe flag fly. Like, I was super cringe. I was fucking posting random shit. Like, I was the real me, Then I went back into person, and it was just like, bitch, I gotta be cool or something. Like, I don't fucking know. It's a weird mindset that, sadly people have, and I'm one of them, but I'm trying to get out of it, And like I said, I was trying to be, like, cool in high school. I was trying not to be my weird self. I was trying to be, like, quiet, not, like, whatever. Me and my friends in high school, we were, like, planning on doing something, and we had, like, these 3 boys that were supposed to come with us, and their additional friend to come. Mind you, that nigga, like, I don't even think he was in the group chat, no shade. Or maybe they had one without me. I don't know. Maybe that's why he felt comfortable saying this. But he was like, oh, I guess he was like, who's going to be there? And I guess they said my name. And he was like, her. She's mad irrelevant. Oh! Right. Oh, perfect. No. Perfect. So that means that you don't like the character I just created for y'all. Got you. What's even crazier is that when we went to the activity, it was fucking bowling. When we went to the activity, he didn't have any fucking money for fucking bowling shoes. And his friends want to fucking let him do without any fucking bowling shoes. And so I was like, I'll pay for your bowling shoes. And I paid for the nigga's fucking bowling shoes. Can you fucking believe that? Like, no, like, honestly, where is my pride? Where is my shame? I should have been like, bitch, what the fuck? Like, anyways, I think that goes hand in hand with being a people pleaser too, because I full known damn well that he said I was fucking irrelevant. Maybe was that me trying to be nice? Maybe was that me being a people pleaser? I don't know. I don't that's another thing. I don't fucking know. I don't know why the fuck I do shit. I don't know why the fuck I act like certain shit. I don't know. Anyways, I'm using that example because that just proves that even when I was trying to be the perfect person, and again, I was a fucking 5'8" fat black girl who didn't fucking talk because I thought that was fucking make me less fucking weird and awkward. But bitch, I don't check any fucking box that these niggas is looking for. Like, absolutely fucking not. Like, never did, never will. And it just goes to show that even when you're trying to fucking please people, even when you're trying to do shit, people are still gonna find something to fucking talk about. I was trying to be on my best behavior, and this nigga still called me irrelevant and told me I shouldn't have fucking come to the fucking function that my friends were fucking throwing. Bitch, fuck you. What the fuck? Anyways, I think he's a YN now, so actually, I don't want no beef. You shouldn't care. You shouldn't put that much value on other people. And in my journey of self-loving, I had to decenter other people's opinion about me. Yes, thank you for complimenting me. Thank you for saying this. But on the flip side, that can't hold so much weight on you. And that's what I'm trying to realize. Just to post my content, to post my thing. Who gives a fuck what people think? Because you never know who the fuck's gonna see it. And just because one person may not like it, who's in fucking the boonies, bumbafuck, one person may like it. It's just something that I'm continuing to still work on it, you know. Just moral of the story is, bitch, be yourself no matter what. And I'm still trying to learn that. I'm still trying to know to just be my fucking self, post what I want, stop being and I think the reason why I love people who are themselves so much, and going back to that guy, just because I love people like that so much, who are able to, my little sister's like that. She was able to be herself no matter fucking what. And even if she wasn't, I never saw it. Like, I always saw her, and the person I was talking about who I texted, I always saw them as themselves. They never changed for anybody, no matter what the fuck they went through. I used to feel like I failed little Savannah, because I would see these people who were able to freely be themselves. And that's another thing. I always worry about, like, if I was a good person when I was, like, not in my times of need, but, like, you know, envy can make you do some crazy shit. And not, like, envy is a crazy word. I don't want to say envy, but, like, a little bit fucking envy. Like, I used to be like, damn, these people, they were able to be themselves and they found true friendships. Not to say my friendships weren't true, because they got to know me very well. Like, they knew, you know, they knew me, you know. But I'm talking about, like, portraying yourself to the world as you really are and not giving a fuck what people think. That was always the coolest shit to me. I used to be like, damn, bitch, you could just be a nerd geek goob and be free. I'm probably thinking I was a fucking, not saying I was the coolest bitch, because clearly I fucking wasn't. But I'm saying, like, all of this, and I'm like, oh, I had to change myself, da-da-da. The people who knew me back then were probably like, no, bitch, you were still a weirdo back then. Like, you thought you were hiding this shit, bitch. And I probably was. I probably was a weird bitch back then even, but I could have been weirder. And I'm sad that I let other people stop me from being weirder. You can always be weirder. And I should have been weirder. I should have been my weird true self. Even though I just did it, like the, oh, I'm so weird, I'm so kooky, crackhead. It's just like, bitch, like, girl. But in this in this context, I have to use that word, because that's the only way I think y'all gonna get it. People who I went to school with were probably like, Savannah, no, you were a weird bitch back then too. And if I was, hallelujah. My true me peeped through a little bit. But like I said, I could have been more myself, is what I'm trying to say. And if any little people are watching in high school, who gives a fuck what they think? Especially niggas. Who gives a fuck what niggas think? Because niggas is always gonna be fucking niggas. And that's the end of the fucking conversation, for real. Because me, a fat black girl, and I'm gonna keep fucking saying this because that has a lot to do with what the fuck I'm saying. I thought that if I was quiet or hid under clothing or took up less space, that I would, you know, the ideal type is petite, small, dainty, and more palatable. I thought that if I was that, niggas would like me more. I would get more pull. And I'm gonna do a whole nother fucking video on what it was like growing up fat and like not having like any like romantic attention in like middle school and high school and shit, and like what that actually does to your fucking psyche. A 5'8" black girl who's fat in high school, bitch, you were never in the box. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And that's not to say that, oh, because we're ugly, da-da-da. No, we were never gonna fit in society. Never. Or I wasn't. I was never gonna fit in. So me thinking that me changing my personality, me changing this, me changing that about myself was make me more palatable to men, of all fucking things, because I love my girly pops. But to men, to me, oh, maybe he'll want to date me. Maybe he'll find me more attractive. Maybe he'll like me more than this other girl. Maybe he'll think I'm serious and not just a friend. Da da da. Doing all that for men is probably the single most embarrassing thing I've ever done in my entire fucking life. And that's fucking royalty. And I've done some embarrassing fucking shit. Honestly. That was probably my wackest fucking moment. And a bitch like me will never be whack again. Call me Lil' Kim. Cause I got a crush on you. Wanna make you my boo. Carpool with you to school. Also, I love Alex Kasani. I'm about to, yeah.